Alright, we are live here with the All-American Stock Car Championship, today's Foxbodies. We are here at Richmond Raceway, and it looks like the track's been running very interestingly. Out of 4, there's 2 different lines I've noticed have worked very well. There's the middle and then the bottom, just depends on the driving style. Let's put that stream up for everyone to watch here, so that'll be up in the announcements right now. There we go, audio good, everything looking good here. So we got 5 cars lined up today. The 29 of Right Guy Ellis, you are cleared to the racetrack. Now to be the first one to start us off, and he looked really fast in practice. Took a sweeping, I believe a 20.68, somewhere in that range in practice. Let's see if you can repeat that. Now the Foxbodies, of course, the outlap is going to be all about carrying speed. First lap starting for Right Guy Ellis. Make his way across the front straightaway. Again, the fastest car we saw in practice. But a lot of these guys that you see today are very competitive, so we'll see if that's a trend that stands. Anyways, down the back straightaway. Not a bad looking sector 1. Sector 2, we're going to see what things look like. Across the front straightaway goes Right Guy Ellis. A 21.107. He's got 2 more laps to go quicker than that. Again, the fastest lap we saw in practice was set by him. Should be within his ability to go even quicker here. A purple sector 1. Now making his way through 3 and 4. And he's going to keep it tight out of 4. 21.009, white flag in the air for Right Guy Ellis. And he will keep it tight off of 2 as well. Let's see if that helps him or not. Doesn't look like Sector 1 is looking too hot here, but Sector 2 very hot. Purple Sector 2 out of 3 and 4. Checker flag. No improvement, and despite how fast he looked like in practice, looks like he doesn't quite have the pace in qualifying. Not a bad time though. Of course, to run there consistently, as he has been running pretty consistently actually like that. That could be some very good pace. But let's see if it has that 3-lap pace to help us out here. Up next, the mainer. Dabcat, you got the green flag. The 27 machine out onto the racetrack. That is the Ford Performance Racing School 27 car. Usually being driven by T7 chick. However, he has loaned the car today to Dabcat. So he intends to make a scheme for the next race out at Sebring, potentially. This car in particular is very unique as it is based off the real-life livery that you will see at the Ford Performance Racing School that is running operations both in Charlotte, North Carolina, at Charlotte Motor Speedway and Utah Motorsports Campus. Not bad looking sector 1 here for Dabcat in his first lap. And 2 to go. He goes quick time. A 20.997. Purple sector 1. Dabcat cooking up something here potentially. Might have the opportunity to go even faster. The first car of the day to dip below the 21 range. Green sector 2, 20.885, white flag in the air for Dabcat. He's got 1 and 2 to make, and let's see what sector 1 looks like. Purple sector 1. Dabcat certainly cooking up something, and a big threat for everyone else here. Could this be his first pole position? Now out of 3 and 4, a average looking sector 2, but the checkered flag coming out for him. And that is not going to be any faster. However, a very solid 20.885 for Dabcat. Could that hold up? We'll have to see. Next down the line is one team Proto. And we're going to put the green flag out for Proto. Now again, Proto had some tough luck in yesterday's race, just could not get going. Had some internet and computer issues, just ran his PC too hot and that messed him up. However, he does have a very good history here, especially with the midgets, the pure oval racing classes. This is one of those. As, the Foxbodies are by far the most stock car-esque race car SSC has ever ran. I mean, they are. So, first lap here for Proto, a solid looking sector 1. Can that be a trend that carries on into 2 and 3? Not bad looking in sector 2. Second on the board, also below the 21 second range. 20.958. Purple sector 1. Here we go. 1 GM Proto down the back straightaway. Currently running the number 7 iRacing machine. As he makes his way into 3 and 4. Sector 2 looks about average, but let's see. Quick time, 20.750 for 1 GM Proto. 1 lap to go. Sector 1 looking pretty good, not green, not purple, but still looking fast. Could cook up something on Sector 2 here. Purple Sector 2, out of 3 and 4. Can he go even quicker? The checkered flag coming out. No, it does not. 20.839, however, a solid looking Sector 1 on his cooldown lap even runs purple there, so that's crazy. Alright, up next, Caden Larson in the 782 car. That is based off, I believe, an actual GTO car. Made by 27J. So the second car in the field that was made by 27J as far as my knowledge goes. Caden Larson going to make his way to 3 and 4. This is one of the rentals, as nobody permanently drives it. SCCA, alright. First lap here for Caden Larson going to start. And he will run the high lane through 1 and 2. Not quite the line you want to take there. You want to get down low on the turns. Alright, anyways. 21.770. And lap 2, white flag in the air. This is a class 1 class, we'll let you race, but you gotta work for some improvement there, Caden. Checkered flag. Alright. Alright, Caden, again, advice for you, watch how these guys drive, follow their lines. Make your way into the pits, please. Caden. Alright, Caden, please pull off. You just go backwards through the pit lane. Caden. If you're not going to listen, you're not going to race, go back to the pits, please. Alright, up next here, Asphalt Racer Braden. I believe that'll be the last car to start qualifying, the generally inspired race car, making the way out onto the racetrack. Braden making his way down the back straight away. As his first lap is going to start. Down the front straightaway he goes. Let's see what Sector 1 looks like. Not a bad Sector 1. Could use some work, of course. This is lap 1. Alright, first lap for Braden. 20.988 at green Sector 1. This time by will be seeing the white flag. So one to go for Asphalt Racer Braden, 20.986. That'll be good enough so far to start in the second row on the inside. But at green Sector 1, some improvement here. Now out of 3 and 4. Green Sector 2. Checkered flag. Second on the board. 20.838. that is enough to move Dapcat into the second row. He gets a start in the front from the outside, which to some people is preferred. Could be the case today. So let's see. Alright guys, if we can make our way to the start-finish line single file. Inside row 1 will be One Team Proto. Outside row 1, Asphalt Racer Braden. Row 2 to the inside, Dapcat. To the outside, Robert Gaelis. And 5th place inside, row 3 will be Caden Larson. So, once you guys are out, we are going to get straight into today's feature. But we will be doing, of course, the AFK check, which is to hop out. So, by the way, I'd like to thank Jake for helping to stick around to help co-host this today. We're going to start clearing out the extra cars. It's currently 10:14, so 14 minutes. I think that's plenty of time to have gone to here. I don't think anyone that is 15 minutes late is really in any space to be raced anyways, because they missed practice and all that. So we're just working on clearing out all the extra cars. And we're still waiting to run right here. So again, can we please start to line up, guys? It's not hard. Just press the parking brake. If you guys are really struggling that badly, I'll park it for you. And if it really is that bad, we'll just line it up. But let me see. Okay, it is actually that bad. Never mind. Here, hop in. Hop in. We're gonna head to the front, or we're gonna head to the pit lane exit. We will still be lining up in that order. So, just keep that in mind. Again, Proto is going to start us off in first place. Outside is going to be Braden. Row 2 inside is going to be Dapcat. Outside will be Rai. Let me message Rai that we're starting. Jesus Christ. 1 second. Is Rai lining up yet? He's still AFK. Rai, please do head up. You are starting off in 4th place. That is outside row 2. Not a bad place to start. Rai, please line up. We are pulling up for you. You are taking up our time at this point. So please make your way up to the outside of row 2. We already went through figuring out that we were not going to be able to start on the front stretch, so the least you could do is just to hop out of your car once you're lined up. That's good. Alright, can Proto please hop out of their car? Alright, this is the AFK check. If you are ready, hop into your car. This means that you're not going to go AFK in like a minute or two. It's like you have to be here right now. Hop up with you, Proto. You're going to be doing a 30-lap race, 5 pace laps. Alright. Changing all laps, -5. Go in the car ahead of you goes. Yellow flag. Key speed on the inside is going to be 60 miles an hour. Just keep on going. Ignore Proto. Proto, please catch up. You get to start from pole. Make your way over, please. Alright. So as you guys know, there is a choose lane. It's going to be, if there's any cautions, whether it be for disconnection, spins, or anything of that general nature. Would also like to say hi to Drag Racer. Surprised you were up this early in the morning, but you were starting this race, so. Jab, cap, Proto, please move up. Looking at the view on the side road to move up a little bit. Okay, you're good there. Good there, Proto. Right, please stay on the outside lane. If you want, be on the bumper of the car that is ahead of you. This goes for right and Dab Cat. Or you can stay spread out there and try to focus on getting a better start once we go green. Those are your two choices. However, if you guys are straggling, then we might let you be passed upon the green flag. So, that being said, this time I will be seeing 2 to go. So, a pretty competitive field overall. We're going to clear the board. The top 4 especially have been very equal throughout the practice. The Proto joined a little bit late into it. In his typical fashion, he is fast. Like here, Steve. One to go. Alright, Steve, join the field as soon as you can. We're going green. We're green flag. Yellow flag, jump. Yellow flag, jump. Calling that one off. I don't know if that was a jump or Proto was straggling, but we are going to call that one off. Steve, stop, Steve, let them pass. Just start from the back. Alright, let's get back into position. Proto, you'll be Steve, you'll be restarting from the outside. Caden, back down to the inside. Let's get into order. Got a late entry here from Steve Waters, but he does join. Has a car. He's ready. Proto, please move up. We are not under caution. We're still double file. We're still trying to do a green flag. Let's lock in. Proto, move up. Jab cap, please move up. Watch the lights. Green flag. Better start by Braden overall. A lot of pass, Jab cat. Bad start. Alright. Well, we finally get it going here. We got 3 cars battling out for the lead. Here's Rai looking at the bumper, side by side, once again, Proto. Braden at the front of the field, just barely. Here's Proto down the inside. Braden going to run up the high line as Proto does a crossover. He's going to hit the wall, though. I don't think that's the line you want to take, but here is Braden, side by side for the lead. Proto going to get it. You also see Dab Cat and Steve Waters currently running it side by side. As Proto seemingly does extend his lead for the time being. Just a little bit weird line there off the wall, but Dab Cat, Steve Waters running side by side for position. A 3-way battle still at the front of the field. Proto's going to run it high, Braden down the middle lane. And Proto diving back down low after the turn. Braden looking to the inside. Proto going to still hold off from the lead of the field, side by side there between right Guy Ellis and Asphalt Racer Brayden. How about Caden Larson? He's going slowly down the front straightaway. Alright. Yellow flag going out, next lap. Caden will just merge to the back of the field. That's your first strike. Side by side here between Asphalt Racer Brayden and right Guy Ellis. Meanwhile, one team Proto at the front of the field. Right Guy Ellis looking down the inside, Brayden around the outside. Your orders, one team Proto, right Guy Ellis, Brayden in third, Dabcat fourth, and then Steve Waters, Caden Larson just merged to the back of the field. You'll get your mount back. There's your first strike. I don't know how the fuck you spin these things out here, but you do you. Single file, guys. Single file. Proto move up. Proto move up. Proto move up. Make some space here and get back to position, please. If we could get back into position, we could do our choose lane right now. So, Brayden, move up. Stop chatting. Get up into position. Alright, choose lane. Inside or outside? Do not go through the square. A lot of cars, almost everyone choosing the outside. Dabcat, I think he went to the outside, but let me verify that. Once you've chosen a lane, there's no takes of axes. Ryri's the only guy that even wants to start in the bottom. Dabcat, you gotta start from the outside. You're behind Brayden. You chose outside, you're staying there. So only a single car in the front row. Your yellow in our lap here, so we try to figure ourselves out. And I know that wanting to start the outside is a bit of a good strat, but I don't think it's worth doing all that. A lot of people here just not wanting to start up in the front at all. So. Let's watch the lights. We'll try to go green this time. Now pass the car ahead of you to cross the start finish line. Green flag. Green start. And Proto gets back to the lead. Ryan Guy Ellis in second place. Brayden third. Dabcat fourth. Caden's going to do his lap back. Side by side for second place. And it looks like Brayden's going to snag it out of 3 and 4. Let's remind you, this is a very short race, already 1/3 of the way through. Oh, Brayden looking loose. Does he spin? Yes, he does. That was close to intentional, though, Brayden. You do that shit again, you're out of the race. When Team Proto gets it, Right second, Dabcat third, Steve Waters fourth, Caden fifth. And Brayden, if you do that again, you are out of the race. So, move to the back of the field. Merge to the back of the field. I could tell that was borderline intentional. So, actually that was intentional, so. I should, frankly, park you for that, but I could tell you pulled the parking brake because I saw your wheel stop. And you almost recovered it, and then you spun out anyways. So, go to the back of the field, you do that shit again, you're out. I can tell when you are doing shit. I know you're like the guy that tries to bend the rules, but that shit does not stand here. Let's see. You stopped your car when you could have kept on going. And I could tell that you did that. So anyways, choose lane. Yeah. Sir, you've joined 30 minutes in. No. It's too many laps down. Let's get into position, guys, so we could get back to doing a choose lane. Inside or outside, this time by. We are now set up. So inside or outside. And Brandon's going to move us up back up to the front. Right, please move it up. Guys. Let's get back to position. Rai, please. Alright, watch the lights. Rai, move up. Rai, move up. Okay, good. Stay. Green flag. Allowed to pass dab. And for the lead here we are, Rai guys, side by side. Proto's looking around the inside. I think he's going to carry more speed overall. So Proto managing to make the bottom work on the restarts. He's going to take the high line out of 3 and forward, cross back down low. Rai taking a different strategy. We've been seeing a lot of that out of turn 4. By the way, we're over halfway done. Braden looking at the back bumper here of Dabcat. Proto running again a high lane into 3, but dives back down low. It's a very interesting strategy, but somehow he's making it work. Dabcat and Asphalt Racer Braden crossing over through 1 and 2. Dabcat looking down the bottom, looking to shorten the distance. I think that might just about work here. Braden's going to carry a little bit more speed down the back straight with the battle for the podium going on. Dabcat taking a higher lane than Braden, but he's going to cross it back down low. SMI will be seen 10 laps to go. And Braden will clear Dabcat. Ten laps to go now for your race leader 1-2 and Proto. We're going to make it double this weekend. Nine to go now for 1-2 and Proto. Rai Guy Ellis looking at a pretty solid second place here. I think Braden's going to have to do something. He wants to snag that spot back in him. Something going on there for Caden. He's just a little bit off pace. Braden slaps the outside wall. Here's Dabcat with a good looking run on Asphalt Racer Braden. Steve Waters going to go low, and he is around the yellow flag going out. 1-2 and Proto getting the race back. Meanwhile, for the next spot, and Rai Guy Ellis and Braden getting the race back to Dabcat. Caden Larson. I'm not sure what happened to Steve Waters. It looks like a controller disconnection or something of that nature. So let's get back to our spots. Alright. So at that race back, it was 1-2 and Proto, Rai, Braden, Dabcat. Behind that, Caden Larson, Steve Waters is the spinner in that last caution. So Rai, please pass, or actually Rai, you're fine. Dabcat, you're in third. For fourth, you're in fourth. So please move back. We have not done choose lane. I will let you guys know when the choose lane happens. Alright. This time by, we look ready for it, so please make up inside or outside position. Right to the rear of the field. That suddenly cut through the tire, through the marker. So unfortunately, that is why you got to be careful about that. So that's an unfortunate move there for Rai. He's going to have to start from the back. We do need Caden and Steve to move up. Alright. Let's get into position here. This doesn't look right. We already did the choose lane, so something here. Proto. Is Proto the only person on the inside? Okay. Watch the lights. Okay, to move up. Green flag. Call it off, call it off, call it off, call it off, call it. Call it off. We weren't even. Yap Cat, move up. Kaden, stay back. Alright. Proto, please move down a little bit. Like, fucking autist, not all the way. Kaden, move up. No, calling it off again. Still not even here, guys. Come on. Brayden, I'm watching you. I know you try to pull this shit, and I'm not having it. You do that shit again, you're also to the rear. Let's try to be even. Let's try to be fair. Let's move up. Let's get into spots. Kaden, stay in third on your row. Brayden, watch the lights. Calling it again. Brayden, that is sandbagging. You are given a warning. You do that again, you're to the rear of the field. I know that you try to race here hard. Yellow flag, you fucking dingus. Holy shit. Do you not listen? If you see people not moving, why assume that we are green? Get back to your spot, Kaden. Alright. Green flag. Clean start. Allowed to pass Rai. We're allowed to pass Steve. Proto to the lead. Asphalt Racer graded in second place. A little bit loose there out of Proto. He's going to look down low. Goes back up high. And he runs a high line. I don't know why he's trying to do that. Braden's going to snag the lead back pretty quickly there. But here's Proto back down the inside. The white flag in the air. Proto's going to climb up a little bit of time here. But this is where everything falls down. This is where it all matters. Pro's got about a car length over Asphalt Racer Brayden. We make our way into 3 and 4. We're looking at the inside, but looking to make 2 in a row. We got 1 TM Proto once again. And then is Brayden, Dabcat, I think, Rai, Kaden, and Steve. Everyone but the race winner can pull into the pit lane, please. Again, for Brayden, we are not taking any shit anymore. You have to do shit properly. You cannot try to bypass anything. Kaden into the pits, Kaden into the pits, Kaden into the pits. Nice listening skills. Alright. Looking to make some victory lane donuts here. We'll be interviewing everyone that sticks around. I was looking for 2 in a row and a lot of makeup for yesterday here. 1 Team Proto with the second win of the weekend. Now I'm looking for some backwards donuts. Actually managed to do one. That was impressive. That was probably the most impressive burnout I've seen in a while. let's get this victory lane photo. We'll do interviews. If you want to do chat, we can. Come on, it's your flag. It's your flag. We're going to turn the scene around a little bit. That's good. Gonna block the iRacing logo. Alright, GG, good race here, guys. A little frustrating for some people, but now let's get this victory lane photo. And that should do it. Alright, give it out to your race winner here. Once again, Proto gets it on the restart. First guy to lead from the caution on the restart, on the final restart, and still managing to keep his lead. So, good job on that, Proto. As it seems like the boards I start off with most interviews today and the past couple of weeks. What got you to victory lane today? What's your Proto? Well, I think it was just my karting experience. We're speaking for Proto here. It's using chat. I'm good with low speed stuff. Proto's my #1 favorite tomfoolerist. What about Shive? But maximizing the track with maximizing the track with him got me the win. This is true. He's flipped. Oh yeah. Well, he's flipped several times in Rots mods. He got it stuck too. Oh, and my consistent shifting. Consistent lap times. You always consistent? You're gonna use the AT4BB? But basically... No. I'm just saying that because it's tagged. But basically, and then it's just tagging. Big static. I was gonna say big win. Okay, balls. He threw this fucking flag down. Okay. Here, Jake. Here, flagman. Take your flag back. It's just about a big win. And no. Oh my god, motherfucker. All right. Is that all you want to say here, Proto? I just want to say congratulations on sweeping another one and great comeback from yesterday. I'm sorry that I had to boot you from the race yesterday. It seemed like you're having issues that were just going to last throughout the entire race. So it's probably better for both of us Still get to take home another fantastic win, so that's going to round you out to about 150 Robux. A loan of 150 for this weekend. So, whenever that does get paid out, that'll be pretty fire. I guess it's got 2 weeks off, I can probably calculate it. So, yeah. So, thank you for turning out here this weekend, Proto. A lot of domination. Let's see if this becomes a trend. Anyway, second place was Braden, but Braden seems to not be too happy with how the race finished. So we're going to see what the finish positions were quickly for third place. So it was actually, not surprising, Dabcat here finishing P3. So let's get a word from the guy. Isn't it, are people from Maine called Mainers?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Sorry for the big voice crack there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congrats.
I'm also okay with, like, New Englanders. You know, that's another term that's thrown around there a whole bunch. I'm fine with either of it. It's kind of hard to offend me with some of the other words I've heard in my daily life anyways. So...
Oxfordian.
Well, I mean, yeah, being called a Floridian would probably be the worst insult, being honest.
No, Californian.
Or masshole, depends on who you are.
Masshole? Well, you're not from Massachusetts, so must be a...
Yeah, that's a common one, but...
Well, finishing here P3, and I think this is actually, other than Yorkshire, which is coming up in a couple weeks, this is the closest race in SLC to you. That or Windridge. So a little bit of a ways from home, however, not a bad race at all for you. I mean, finishing P3, it really does seem like since you started racing Turkey Night last year, it's just been an upward trend the whole time.
The podium of my little race career that I've got going here, so you know that is a good plus, very good plus. I'm really excited to be having my first podium. I can't wait to...
I owe you 25 Robux now, eventually.
Yeah, let's go!
Yeah.
Remember, kids, don't gamble your Robux. It's not good.
Yeah, no, trust me. I mean, I'm not really gambling. I'm just kind of throwing it into a dumpster fire.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could call that the same thing, you know? Gambling, throwing it in a dumpster fire, same thing, you know?
The difference is I don't expect to win anything.
Yeah, you know, that's kind of a fair point.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I'm super impressed with my standing. I was going to be happy with a fourth, but I managed to pull through and got a third place finish. I was talking with Dad during qualifying and all that, so it was really nice to, you know, talk with Dad and, you know, let him in on some of the stuff, so I can't wait to give him the good news of getting a third place in my first podium in the race series for this year. So, hopefully more to come, a lot more, and if you guys stick around, maybe a new livery. And other than that, I ain't got much else to say.
Fair enough. Hopefully we'll see you running the midgets when we come back to Franklin County Speedway. Of course, these things you also intend to race. The next race we're going to be doing with these things is going to be at Sebring. We get to do some road course action. It's been 5 weeks, I think, now at this point that we've been just turning left. So I think it could be a fair time to start to change the direction a little bit. Just a little.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good change up of pace. I can't wait to go try road course with the AASC Foxbodies. It's gonna be a really exciting thing, especially with the new livery.
Very curious about what's coming up. Got any hints on what you expect? 'Cause I don't know, actually.
I'm thinking either between going tried and true and going one full team color, or maybe, you know, trying to, you know, go in the Trans Am 70s, 60s, 70s Trans Am route and see what happens.
That's going to be really awesome to see, especially going around, especially when we take these things around Sebring. So we'll see where that goes.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be perfect.
For sure.
It's gonna be perfect for me.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is a bitching ride that Jake put up for you today. And we'll be putting some windows on this thing, going up to the next race, and we'll see where that goes. Sorry about that, let me rejoin. Next up here, actually finishing in the top 5, we have Caden Larson. Managed to actually get a bit of a break, and I think this might be the first race finishing ahead of a person under green flag conditions. So that is a good stepping stone in the right direction here for you, Caden Larson. But what went through you today? What happened today?
Yeah, it kind of just went good because at least I wasn't last today. It's hard to do, but once you get the hang of it finally, it's not that big of a deal. It's just you gotta continuously do it and get better at it. Because like when you have no experience and you progress on it after a long time, it's just you end up making a career out of it.
For sure,
I'm
man.
happy I at least didn't get last today.
It's just a little stepping stones here. I know you are again one of the newer drivers. A lot of these guys have a lot of experience under your hands. So to get this far, so far.
That's what I said a couple races ago.
Let's see where we can go in the future, and I'm hoping that you can pick up a couple of the techniques coming up the next couple races. Of course, we're going off on road courses for a few weekends, but we will be going back to a pretty nice track.
And single supercharger V8, use.
He's named Caden. Okay. Well, anyways, I just want to say, Caden, good job. You did pretty good today. Hopefully we can see some races like this in the future. Again, Franklin County coming up, the Nets Oval might be a little bit more your speed. Might even run the stock I-4s too. I'm looking at you, Mr. Monaco. We'll see. That being said, I think that will probably do it for interviews today, unless you got something else to say, Kaden.
Nah.
Alright. Alright. Sorry, Mr. Monaco, for showing up a little bit too late, but that's okay. So quick time. 1TM Proto 1 pole. 1TM Proto 1. Let me get the imagery that I want to use. It looked like a pretty good race overall. A lot of different lines, some controversy maybe to the end for a couple of drivers. Myself as a host getting a little bit pissy. Don't expect anything else from me. I just am. So. That is gonna do it. So, thank you guys for watching. Tomorrow we got 2 more races this weekend. We'll be doing the Formula Micros at 12 for a 50-lap race. Those will be faster than anything that you've seen this weekend. And then following it, the faster class, the Super Indies, racing at 2 p.m. Super Indies should make for a pretty interesting race here. Last year that we ran them, good battle between myself and Shive. And I think that could be a trend between Shuffle and Shive the next running. So, for whatever happens, should make for some pretty nice racing. Hopefully we'll see you guys those days. The next race we do with these will be at Sebring. 2 weeks from now, we're doing an off week next week, and then we'll be at Sebring for some road course action. Weekend after that, we'll be going to Daytona, and then after that, 4 weeks from now, we're going to go back to turning left for a week, and we'll be doing Franklin County. After that is Hoosier Raceway, and then back to more oval racing. Hooray. Alright. So thank you guys for watching. It's going to be a bit of an interesting little off week period here little bit of a change around in a lot of aspects, just overall and everything in SLC for a couple weeks, and then we'll be going back to our status quo. Thank you guys, and that'll be it. See you guys tomorrow.